So I know all you guys have heard that you need to stretch just to relieve pain or need to stretch to recover from an injury or to get more flexible, but a lot of people don't know how hard you should stretch. So I'm going to explain in this video right now. And really quick, before we get going, I highly recommend you guys subscribe to Riley Rehab because I'm going to make videos every single week on how to make you the expert of your own body, help you recover from any injuries you may have. So we're going to get going here. Really quick, you do want to check with your healthcare provider first, given the injury you have, because this advice isn't for everyone. But in general, what you want to do with stretching is there's 3 intensities of stretching. And if you imagine this is your muscle, so if I'm stretching my leg here, and the muscle in the back of my leg is getting stretched, aka the hamstring, this is the muscle here. There's 3 levels of stretching. The first one is a mild stretch, which basically means that you're leaning forward and you're only stretching the muscle to the point where it starts to get some tension there. You're not pushing past the point of pain in this. And you're also not adding any extra stretch to it. You're only pulling it to the point where it just starts to get tense. So this is one, you basically lean forward until you start to feel the pain, and then you come back a little bit and hold that. If you are fresh out of an injury, for example, the first week, and you're cleared to stretch, this is the stretch I would recommend doing. However, in most cases, people don't need to stretch that light. There's actually what I call the moderate stretch, which basically means that if this is the level 1 stretch, the mild stretch, and all the way means I'm like really going as far as possible, you want to go about 50% of that. And this moderate stretch might be a little bit painful, but it usually should calm down in about 30 seconds as you hold it. And this stretch should feel relaxing as that 30 seconds goes there. This stretch is perfect for 2 types of people. Number 1, the people who have the injury, but they're more than a week out and their body's starting to recover more, then they can handle more of a stretch. Or the second group being people who are not really trying to become super flexible, but just kind of want to keep themselves relatively flexible so they don't become old and stiff, like many of us will. So this is the one I'd recommend for the majority of people watching this. The third one, and I have to mention this because some people will benefit from this, absolutely, is called the aggressive stretch. And this means that you pull on that thing 100%. This likely will cause you pain, hopefully not excruciating pain, but it will be very tense, it'll be uncomfortable, and this is the kind of stretch you want to do if you want to get gains in your flexibility. If you want to be able to do the splits, if you want to be able to bend all the way, get your head under your leg, that kind of stuff, this is a stretch for you. So there will be some risk to this stretch, but if your goal is, I want to become flexible, this is the right thing to do. And in this case, with these kind of stretches, you usually want to have some kind of external force. Whether either your body weight, for example, if I'm doing the splits, my body weight is pushing down, or perhaps somebody pushing on you, like maybe pushing on your back when you're trying to do the toe touch stretch like this. But you want something really pushing it there, and you want to bring it to the end where the pain is, and you want to hold it there for a good amount of time. This is one stretch I do not recommend for everybody, but I still see certain cases when it can be useful. Sometimes people after having a fracture or after having a surgery, if their joint is locked in a certain place, that in the later stages, that may be what they have to do. That being said, check with your doctor, check with your healthcare provider, but just know there's 3 intensities of stretching you need to do, and you want to pick the one that fits best for you.